Hello everybody and welcome back to Expert Examiner IELTS. My name is Glyn and in this video we have another practice speaking test, this time with Amit. So let's have a look. Alright, good afternoon. My name is Glyn. Would you please tell me your full name?
My full name is Sanjay Amit. Please call me Amit.
Thank you, Amit. Now, in this first part of the test, I'm going to ask you some questions about yourself. Where are you from?
Well, I'm from the capital of Bangladesh, Dhaka, in the northern part of Shahjahanpur. It is a suburb area where I live with my family.
And do you like living in Dhaka?
Not really. It's really crowded and noisy. It can sometimes be deafening, and the houses are really congested. So I really prefer more spacious area.
And what are some of the busiest places in Dhaka?
Well, definitely the capital, the central part of Dhaka, it can get really busy, especially in the morning when everybody is rushing, trying to go to school, college, or their workplace. So these places can really be busy, especially in the central part.
And what do people usually do for fun in your city?
Well, it's mostly going outside or eating snack from the streets, especially during the evening when there is some free time. People come back from work with their friends and they generally hang out and take a few drinks. That's all.
Let's talk about conversations now. Do you like speaking to your friends?
Well, to be honest, I'm more of a texting person. I personally prefer to send text because a conversation, sometimes I actually struggle to communicate because I'm an introvert. So the conversation really doesn't take place that much with friends, maybe 2 or 3 times a month, most.
And what kind of things do you like texting about?
Well, it's mostly our everyday life, especially if something interesting happens in our university or study place or something that we have encountered and that we want to share and have some fun.
And are there any topics of conversation that you find quite boring?
I think it's mostly about family talk because whenever we get together, we want to talk about our personal life, like what kind of fun we want to have or what are our future plans. Then, beside everything else, just feels a little boring.
All right, let's talk about food now. What's your favorite kind of food?
It's really hard to specify something, but I think I'll go with meat because it really has a great taste and it also has lots of health benefits, especially when it comes to protein. So I think I'll say meat.
And what kind of food did you like eating as a child?
As a child, I think I still enjoyed meat a lot, even as a child, because this is something that my parents cooked very often, 2 or 3 times at least a week, which is quite a lot. So ever since then, I've been eating meat and I still love it a lot.
And are there any kinds of food that you don't like very much?
I think vegetables, I do understand that it is important to eat the vegetables, but I personally prefer meat, but vegetable is something that I really never enjoyed. But I definitely eat it, but it's just not my priority.
And how often do you cook?
I don't think I ever cooked my entire life except for 1 or 2 times at most. It's always my mother who does the cooking, sometimes my sisters, but I almost never cook.
And would you like to get better at cooking in the future?
I think I have to get better because I'm planning to move to a different country and I'm pretty sure my mother will not be cooking for me there. So this is something as that I should learn as quickly as possible, a surviving skill to be honest. So yeah, definitely I like to learn and improve if possible.
And do you prefer eating at home or eating in a cafe or a restaurant?
I personally prefer at home because I think it's really fun to eat with my family. And the bonding gets really strong. In our culture, we believe that the family who eats together stays together kind of situation. So sharing the meal with family is definitely my top priority.
Okay, thank you. Now, in this next part of the test, I'm going to give you a topic, and I would like you to speak about this topic for 1 to 2 minutes. But before that, you will have 1 minute to prepare for your talk, and you may take notes if you wish. Do you understand?
Yes, I'm ready.
I will now share the topic on my screen. Can you see the topic?
Yes, I can see it.
I'd like you to describe a performance you enjoyed watching. Your 1 minute of preparation time starts now. Okay, so that's the end of your preparation time. To remind you, you will have between 1 and 2 minutes to give your talk, and I will let you know when the time is up. Can you start speaking now, please?
Yes, the performance that I really enjoyed watching, it was in 2019 when I actually started my university. It was a welcome festival for all the students who recently joined the university. Even though it took place in the evening and afternoon, I had to leave early due to the traffic so that I don't miss the festival. But I can still remember that it was really a great experience. The best performance, the performance total overall, the performance was really amazing because they are performing music and dancing and sometimes a little bit acting as well. But the one that I enjoyed the most was the dancing festival because it was a traditional dance, so it does represent the culture of Bangladesh a lot. So it was really a great performance on itself. However, the overall the festival and the color and the gathering of all these people really brought the event to life. It's not just the students who joined, the teacher also came in and they supported the students. The journalists and reporters who were also there who actually published photos that they took in the newspaper. So it really was a big festival for me as well, because this was the first time I have joined a live festival. Even though I was alone, a little bit worried, but everyone was so friendly and welcoming. They also allowed us to eat free meal in the afternoon, which was also a relief because we don't have to go to the cafeteria and buy our food and then come back again. We just could just eat right there and watch the performance as well. But I do think that the performance is something that the teacher should have also taken participate, because it's not just student who should join such festival. The teacher should also contribute to
Okay,
a
thank
degree.
you. All right, so you've been talking about a performance that you enjoyed watching. Let's talk about live entertainment now. What are some of the most popular forms of live entertainment in your country?
Well, we really don't have that many performance live. If I specifically mention about television, then there really is nothing to watch live. It's just always the news or they publish. However, sometimes in during specific festivals, especially in Pohla Boishakh, which is the uh, beginning of Bangla years, they do perform few acts in live, where we have to go to a specific place and watch this act, which usually represent the cultural aspect of Bangladesh and our history.
Are things like music concerts or theatre performances popular?
Theater performance is something that we can watch, but however, it is not accessible to everyone due to the limited seats, and it also charges a quite noticeable amount of money, which can be difficult for some people. And when it comes to music festivals, there really isn't much.
And do you think this will change in the future? Do you think there will be more access to live entertainment in the future?
I think it can get cheaper a little bit because the more people are joining and they also shows interest because of the cultural interest specifically. So they hopefully they find a cheaper and more accessible way for everyone, not just to limit this kind of event to specific group of people.
And do you agree that it's more comfortable to watch recorded performances?
I think it is definitely comfortable because people can watch recorded performance at their home whenever they want. and there really no need for specific timing or specific place. So they do have the flexibility and comfort to watch recorded event.
Let's move on now and talk about public speaking. Why do you think so many people are afraid of public speaking?
I think it's due to their worry of making mistake and embarrassing themselves in a conversation or saying something awkward. For instance, I am personally an introvert, so I also struggle with public conversation, and the biggest fear is to say something silly that people might laugh or might remember my name for being a silly person.
And what can a person do if they want to get better at public speaking?
Definitely more engagement. The more we engage in public conversation, the better we can get. At first few times, people will get nervous and a little bit worried. However, as we keep speaking, we can communicate better, because communication is also something that requires practice and time.
And what skills or characteristics do you think a good public speaker should have?
I think honesty is the most important part. It doesn't matter what the topic or discussion is about, or with whom we are having the conversation, or on a stage in front of large public. Having the honest opinion and straightforward answer is something I would say is top priority.
Some people would disagree with you and they would say that, honesty isn't as important as like a sense of humor or charisma. What do you think of that position?
Definitely, charisma and sense of humor can help a person to communicate better in public places, but I think honesty is definitely more important, because the more honest we are, the more we will earn the trust of the people, which can definitely change a lot of discussion or topic in our favor.
Now, very often, of course, people who do public speaking are often trying to sell us things. Do you think people who try to sell us things also should be honest?
I think it is important, but it can be difficult for them to be dishonest. But I really don't think it should be a problem. And if someone has to lie or twist or change things, then I don't think they deserve the support that public can give to them.
And what kind of jobs specifically do you think need a person to have good public speaking skills?
I really cannot think of anything right now, but I think a politician would be a good example, because most countries, especially in my country, Bangladesh, politicians are a little bit corrupt, so they lie through their tooth. So I think if they become honest or have an honest opinion or give us an honest plan for the future, then it would be great, I think.
Okay, thank you. That is the end of the test. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that practice speaking test with Amit. Let me know in the comments what score you think he deserves. If you'd like your own free practice IELTS speaking test with feedback, or if you would like me to check your IELTS writing tasks, then you can apply for this on the Telegram channel. A link to that Telegram channel is given in the description below. 3 candidates are chosen for speaking, 3 candidates are chosen for writing every week. So every week there are 3 new candidates for each discipline, but all of the information is given there in the Telegram channel. And I try to make the selection process as fair as possible. Of course, another video will go up in the next couple of days, maybe tomorrow, with scores for Amit's performance and some feedback and some commentary. But for now, I'll leave it there. See you again. Bye-bye.